Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back. The wait is over. We finally have the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. They've been really kind of stringing us along for this one, man. And, you know, this last week, a bunch of speculation about whether or not the trailer was going to be coming out anytime soon. And then a couple of leakers or scoopers were starting to be like, hey, man, I'm getting whispers. This is going to be coming out this Tuesday. And then I think it was a Paramount, like, just was out finally. And they're like, hey, guys, updates are coming. And I think there was like I forget where it was, but there's like a couple of buildings that started to have like these Sonic the Hedgehog things starting to light up on them. And people were like, oh, God, is it finally happening? Well, here we are. It's finally here. I can't wait to see how this thing looks because I'm super excited for this one, man. The tease we got at the end of the last movie has me super excited. I love Sonic and Shadow. Got my Shadow Generations pre-ordered as well. Adventure 2 is probably my favorite Sonic game. I was obsessed with Shadow when that game came out. I even like dyed my hair black and then tipped it red and everything. It was a little much. But let's go ahead and finally check out the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Here we go.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
There's been a high-level security breach.
Let's go.
Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where
Aww.
he found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
Aw.
He is much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight
It
you.
is.
Actually,
It is
Sonic, I would
Keanu.
like to fight.
No.
Ooh. Oh.
My turn. Can we just talk about this?
Oh my God.
He's too powerful. Saying this, but we need you know who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Oh.
We have visitors.
This is sad, Robotnik, even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Do this!
Wow.
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it.
I need room. But sir, I don't have the proper materials. Found some.
When we're done,
Dude.
there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code.
What did you do? What I had to.
Holy shit, man. This looks so fucking good.
Welcome home, my boy.
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it? Are you? In the saggy flesh.
Wow. Holy shit. I was wondering, like, when they were floating around the idea of Keanu voicing Shadow about how it would sound in practice. This has definitely won me over in that idea. It was not like my first pick, but I'm definitely sold. And the action and the look, especially the visualization of the chaos control, like him just blipping around and then his shoes just and then power slamming Sonic down into the ground. That was just so wicked. Him catching Knuckles' hand and just snapping his wrist so effortlessly was also, again, badass. I love Shadow. Shadow is probably one of my favorite video game characters. And I really just take it with this, and like getting to see his backstory as well, being seeing these little glimpses and how they're going to adapt it into this world, obviously with Maria and Grandpa Robotnik. And I like that they called attention to the tragedy that is Shadow's backstory, like the opposition that his upbringing was compared to Sonic's, you know, being brought up in love and care and friendship, and you know, he's surrounded by people that love him, and Shadows is just the opposite of that, and we got a little glimpse of it. If you're not familiar, not going to go into it, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they depict it. Seeing it done with like real people is going to be really interesting to see how they navigate that. And then teaming up with Robotnik, you know, uniting our forces because they are just so overwhelmed. We see like what appears to be the space colony Ark rising up out of the ground and then going up, I presume, into orbit. So as we learn more about Shadow's backstory, since we are seeing, funny enough, Jim Carrey playing both Robotnik and his grandfather all at the same time. I don't know, man. I'm really excited to see what they do with that. It just makes me wonder if we're taking all these little pieces from that story. Are we going to also incorporate that game's final boss into the mix as well? Just to kind of keep things a little vague. If you're not familiar with the story, I'll leave it out, but I'm excited to see all of that, especially considering the climax of that game. And if we are like kind of tapping into that, I wonder if we're going to have any other characters outside of, you know, obviously the trio here and Shadow, you know, because in that component in that game, you know, we had Rouge was a big player, Amy was a big player. She's yet to be introduced. Either of them have yet to be introduced, but introducing either one of them would be a lot of fun also. Yeah, I'm just excited, but you know, the franchise hasn't really had like a solid focus after Adventure 2, not really. So it really leaves the door open if this closes out as a trilogy or if they decide to make more of these. There's really kind of free reign to do whatever they want to do from that point forward, or take any path they want to go for, because like they've kind of done these little elements of adapting the original lineup of games to a point. Obviously, they haven't done Adventure 1, for that matter. They haven't done Chaos. They haven't done any of that, or Metal Sonic. There's some things still left up in the woodworks that they could kind of bring in and incorporate and twist around and fit into this universe and make it work and play around with all of that. That'd be super fun to see them do. I don't know, man. And I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on in the back of that I wasn't sure if there's a couple of cuts. I hope we have Chows. I don't know. I'd love to have them introduced if we're diving a little bit more deeply into the Chaos Emeralds, since that is kind of a core aspect of Shadow, which I wonder if they're going to keep. You know, we tapped into that in the last movie, using them to activate Supersonic. So I don't know. I didn't see a Chaos Emerald in his hand, so I don't know if that's going to be something they incorporated or just it's going to be made into his base power set. I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm wickedly excited for this. So like, I don't know. Let's we're just going to watch this trailer again, man. I can't help it. I want to watch it again. And if I see anything I want to pause on, I'll probably stop on it.
But you didn't change who you are in here.
Or are we going to do that? Because I just want to look at that little drawing. Because I love that. Look at the little classic video game loop with him and Long Claw just sitting on top and just chilling. And that's just like the Sonic meme, too. Just kind of doodled on there in that style.
You didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
Got the prison.
High-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
God, I love it. There's some little figures there on the back table there. Looks like a generic robot, and then maybe like a Robotnik-esque figure.
Like your Sonic.
Maria.
Family and friends. Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right.
Yeah.
How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
They in Shibuya?
Much more impressive than the hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
God, I love that.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no.
God.
My turn.
Hold on, I want to go back and just take a quick old peek. Yeah, his hands are free. So he doesn't have an emerald in hand.
My turn.
So maybe base power set? God, I love that so much.
He's too powerful.
Looks like Arc. God, this score too.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor. We have visitors.
This is sad, Robotnik, even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
I love it.
Do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it.
Getting him into a more
I
classical
don't have the proper materials.
body type for Robotnik. Even if it's not that noticeable. They have to get Shadow on a motorcycle. I just wonder if they're going to give him a gun at any point. So yes, this is what I wanted to go back and take a look at. So while they're not alive, the Chow Garden is right there. It looks like a kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese kind of thing. Because we got like an animatronic one off here to the side. We got a little Chow rock band hanging out. Aww. Well, I guess they're not real in this world, or at least maybe not yet, but damn. But it's a nice little nod, because then we open up here. Yeah, it's just like a whole-on Chow-themed restaurant hangout kind of thing.
Did you do what I had
God, and that logo is sick.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are
you? In the saggy flesh.
So is Gerald actually alive? We see them hugging, so I assume he's alive then in this iteration, unless he's like a robot, you know, an avatar for him to communicate into the future or live on or something like that, or if he actually did survive the incidents themselves. But no, seemingly no real Chow, seemingly no Chaos Emeralds powering his Chaos Control. The Shadow video game kind of took things in a little too campy of a direction for me. Because like realistically, it was all the rage during the time to edge things up, but giving Shadow a gun and a motorcycle, both of which were horribly unnecessary. I don't know if there was ever like a lore reason for why, but like he should be faster than a motorcycle, and he can literally shoot lasers out of his hands. He doesn't need a gun. He is a gun. So like that always like rubbed me the wrong way, but I like that they had the little nod. I can let the motorcycle slide. I'm super excited for this, man. That's it. That's all I got for this one, man. I think this is going to be a damn good time. I can't wait to check it out in the theater. But guys, what'd you think? How do you feel? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And before I go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sherritt, York, Scott, Melito, Robert, Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jay Contrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.